Alright guys, we're out here on the old Honda Rancher. Dawson and I are going around our woods checking out. We got some deer track up here. I wanted to see if there's any animals, any more trees have fallen down. As you can see some over there. Out in the distance here you can see some. And up here. So let's take a little gander around some of these to see what we can find. See how much firewood I can gather this spring. We're running in two-wheel drive, but the snow looks deep. I better click it in 4. Oh yeah, she's deep, huh? This thing goes pretty good. See if we can wind our way down through here. We got a couple old tree stumps. Let's see if we can find a clearing. Do you see one, Dawson? Get a clearing where we don't have to knock down any nice little new trees. See, I want to clean up all this kind of brush. We can use it for kindling our little campfires. And these lumps you see out here in the woods, these are where some of the trees, like we saw a couple big ones blew over this winter. The whole root and all comes up out of the ground up here, and they leave a big root ball. And maybe I'll come out when the weather gets decent, take the backhoe and knock it down, flatten it out a little bit. I'm going to try to straddle these trees so I don't hurt them. Most of them will lay right back up. Actually, the snow's pretty deep. This is a second day of spring, and we got quite a bit of. I gotta find our path over here. We got quite a bit of stuff down here. We can almost get through. Looks like right there, but there's a lot of snow. See what we can do. See if we can get stuck here. We got some markings on the trees. I don't want to drive over on a neighbor's land, even though they're over here a lot with their dogs. I don't see any markings yet, do you? To find the trail. See, we got some little trees leaning. I want to pull them out. Up here we got some brush. I just want to clean these woods up a little bit. And there was it's a shame, but there's a nice ash tree that fell over across in a trail that this past fall, Dawson and I cut it up and we drug it up off the trail. I didn't get a chance to cut it up. We're going to come up on it here in a second, somewhere there. Okay, here's a blaze mark. It's on this little tree. And then I marked it with tape, but that's one of the original blaze marks that marks our property. I just want to stay on our side. And right over there it is. Let's go and see what that ash tree looks like still. I hate it to get rotten. I want to use it. Here's another little tree. There's part of it, and then the other part of it is up there. This one's about 16 feet. I think the other one's a little longer than that. Let me go over a little farther, see if we can see it. And then the top, I don't even see the rest of it. We must have drawn that up here already. But that, and here, that doesn't look too bad. You want to count the rings on it. Looks like about 25 years. Yeah, up towards the house up in there, that one looks like it broke. So we got like a 16, a 10, and a 6, and a 16. That's quite a bit of firewood in there. we got some scrub over here by this big rock. Now, if we look close here, there's a little camp down the end of our driveway here. Driveway and the road's down in there, but down this steep hill, there we go. The next blaze marks on that tree. Sometimes it's hard to see where it is. So that big trees are locked, and there's this big rock right here. And I want to make a path right through there so that we stay on our property line. That's something I want to do this year. Maybe I can take that big rock. Looks like it weighs about, well, it's probably a couple ton, but roll it down into where that root used to be, and then see if I can scuff over that old log and chew that up, or that stump, make our road there. But for now, we're going to use this old trail that comes down through here. But I don't really like to do it on our side. There, showing that blaze mark again. It almost looks like a deer foot in red. There's another one on this one. This old one here, this is a rock, okay, I like to line that right up to nothing. There's another rock in there. And there's a huge beech tree up there. It's at least 24 inches across. Goes way up, the whole top is dead. I'd like to get that down this year and get some firewood out of it while it's still burnable. Then we'll come out by our lower drive. See if Dawson wants to drive us back up in there. Maybe I can get some different footage. We can drive up and follow our tracks back. How big do you think that rock is, guys? Let me walk over by it. How big do you think this rock is, guys? On one corner. It goes back about 12 feet. And it goes that way maybe 14 feet, and this obviously is not the bottom of it, so it's, who knows how thick it is, but that's definitely been here a couple years. I'm not going to move that one. Alright guys, now we're over on the driveway, and we got the other side of the property here. We got mostly beech trees, we got some pine in there, there's a few nice oaks, and they're in pretty good shape. But the main reason for going out on our little travel today is we want to explore the property in the spring and see how many trees come down. A lot of them fall over the winter, and it's just a natural process, I guess. And we got mostly beech in there. There was one I cut down that was pretty rotten a couple years ago, and I don't know if I can use that. But there's a lot of pines in there, so it's all soft needles. It's not really usable in there for much. There's an old tree stump. I'd like to get that out. I want to clean these all up and see if we can get some fresh growth in there. There's an old beech tree. It's kind of nasty. I need a grapple on the tractor. I can scoop some of them up. But we like to go out a couple times a year, go exploring through the woods here and see if we got anything growing, anything new. Here's where we've been feeding the deer. We got some apples, some different things in there we're giving them. And this is a good spot. I think I want to put my firewood to split up, stack over in this area, because this is all ledge out under here. And I don't know if you can see down in there, but that big rock right there goes all the way across there. It's all ledge up in here. You can't dig with a backhoe 1 inch. It's all rock. Alright, we're going to go back up a different direction here. We're going to go all the way to the back of the property. I probably won't talk much through this and see if this is going to be a real boring video or not. But it's basically looking for downed trees. We're making too much noise to see any wild animals. We did see a porcupine out here in the fall, and we kind of walked behind it and he kind of went off slow. It's kind of cool. We usually get deer out here in the morning. But just follow along and we're gonna see what you can see on this video here. We're gonna follow as much as we can of our trail, because there's a couple big trees in our way we're gonna have to take down. Pretty hilly up in here. But yeah, there's that ash tree again. I'm going to put it in four-wheel because we're going to head off into the snowbank here in a minute. See if I can keep the trail going here. We'll stay on our side and we'll follow the property line around. Pause a couple times. There's another tree down right over there. That looks like a maple. And then I'm going to try to get my bearings. I can't see the trail with this snow. Okay, there's the line over there. So we can scoot off to the left. But I do know there's two big trees down in that corner, so we can't round that curve. So we'll probably shoot down the center and then go left down there. Look how deep the snow is here. And this old Honda's a 2004. Got the original tires on it still, so they're not great, but I'm surprised it goes this good. You don't get hit in the face with some branches. So you see, there's like a maple down, it looks like a beech over there. I want to get them cleaned up for some firewood. Get down through the center here. Look at this big wet spot. It's kind of cool. I know Dawson would love to go flying through that, see if we can get stuck, but I'm not sure we're going to try that today. I think that's going to be roughly 2 feet deep. He wants to go. I might let him go and film him. That was kind of fun, and I don't like to take my four-wheeler bogging. I worry about wheel bearings and things getting wet, but that's kind of cool. I want to come out through here. That looks really rough. We got to find the other trail here. Alright guys, we got stuck. This is a great big deal. Look how deep that is there. A lot of snow. But she come right up out by herself. We got a 2,500-pound winch on the front, but we didn't need to use it. I gotta figure out which direction I want to go here. We're going to turn real sharp right here. I want to show you a cool beech tree if I can find it. It's got a hole right through it. A good place for some animals to live in it. You see this water here? This is kind of, foot deep or something. This is nothing for a four-wheeler like that. Look at that. Don't even spin or nothing. Kind of rough woods. I wish this was smoother out of here. But look at these pine over here. Huge. It's like hemlock blew over. I don't know what we can use them for. Some people burn them if they dry good, but I wouldn't want them in my chimney. Looks like 2 more of them over there went down. They're hanging up in other trees. And that's it. Wet, heavy snow, and sometimes we get that wind. Now here's that. Look how big this beech tree is here. That thing is huge. It's 100+ feet tall, and look at the base on it. It's probably 30 inches. It's got a great big hole in it. This is kind of neat. And when Dawson was a little smaller, he kind of climbed right in there. It's kind of cool. But it's shining right down in there. Look at the hole all the way through it. Look at that, all the way through that. Look how high up that tree is. That thing is huge. And it looks up here. See, it looks like woodpecker marks in it. So probably only a couple years and this tree will be coming down. Look at all these rabbits. And they had some lunch out here by the looks. But you see over here all this scrub brush. There's an old rotten pine. You got some moss and stuff. I'm going to clean that up. It's nice to find a grapple on the tractor. I can stack it up. Get some of this scrub brush. I know the rabbits like it and stuff, but you can't walk through it. So I like to get that cleaned up. And some of these old trees. A grapple would be nice. I could stack it and burn it. There's an old picnic table that we acquired when we moved here. So they must have had a little camp. There was a campfire out here. We sit here a couple times. It's out in this corner here. Oh, there's another tree down on our land back here. Another beech tree. Let's go back and look at that, because that's out on the corner, right by that big oak tree. See, here's some small scrub stuff out in here, and the you see down behind the wheeler there's some stuff. I want to get this cleaned up. And then there's a beech tree bent over. You know, it's kind of, to me it's really ugly, but I'd like to get this to grow up, get it nice. Here's our corner pin. We got a huge oak tree here, and we got one down on the other corner. And this tree, the beech looks like it fell from over there. And our property line is right about, I can't see it, it's under this snow pile. It's right about here. And then this nasty old beech tree is not ours, but I'm going to claim it now because it's on our property. Here's some deer track. Here's a lot of bunnies out here. See, here's some of that ledge rock, big rocks out here. And our property line is right here. You can see some more of that blazing. That's how they mark property lines. It lasts forever. The tree grows and it stays in the same spot. And this sucker's right down. It's kind of rotten, so I'll probably be cutting that up. Another rock over there. Now if we can be quiet and I don't talk any, listen to how quiet and nice it is out here. Be an awesome place to hunt. And then we got marks down right there. Where are they? Right there. We put some ribbons on just to know where our land was. We got a few acres in here that make a nice spot. We'll go down by that picnic table. There it is. There's a picnic table down in there. And it's a good spot to set up a camp. We might set up a camp out in here. It'd be nice to make a little tiny house. Come back here on the weekend and stay in it. All right, yeah, that picnic table's down here. And probably not going to stop at it. The sun's starting to set. I want to go down to that far corner down there and show you the trees that went over. And I probably won't talk anymore till we get down there, but just ride along and see if you find this peaceful or boring. hard to hold the camera still, it's bumpy. Well, I guess I'll show you this picnic table. This is why we don't sit it. It's covered with moss. Been here a few years. I think we've been here, what, 8 years anyway, so who knows how many years we've been out here. I want to show you this hemlock. I told you I wasn't going to talk, but every time I come out here, look at how big these trees are out here. They're amazing. There's a couple of them here. And got a couple beautiful oaks. I was going to show you that one back there, and we didn't really look up it. But if you look up, man, some of these trees are 120 feet tall anyway. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them are big. Film it, so that's why we're coming back. I want to show how much damage a winter's done on this. Over here you see when the trees go over, they pull the whole root right out of the ground, and then when the tree rots or you cut it up with firewood, you get that lump in the ground. There's more rabbit traps. Look how much root has come right up out of the ground on that one. Quite a lot there. We're going to hit the face with this stuff. And then, see all this damage back in here? This is the winter. Took a toll on it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 4 there plus 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. But look at the size of that root. That is a mess. Then it'll fill up as a little pond under there. So probably be getting frogs in it and everything else. Pretty cool. We cut some up in the fall and stacked it there, but didn't really want the pine. But I'm going to take it out of here. Let's see if we can turn around here or get stuck again. That one looks like a maple, so that'll be a little good firewood. You only split it once, so that'll be quick. And then the tops, I don't know, this pine is crap. And that one, I'm not sure. It's like almost on the property line, so I don't know if we can touch that one. I think it's ugly, but the problem is right here on this side is our corner. Where's our corner again? I think we gotta step off. See, there's a pin, and I see somebody's marked it with a flag, so somebody's been out here snooping. And up here, they stuck a flag in my ribbon. But this is the corner, and our property line shoots, if you can see it, right here's a blaze. So here's a blaze, and there's a blaze, and there's a pin. So this is the corner. This looks like an old blaze mark here. See that red? And then the blaze. And it shoots right down through there. So we got to get this tree out of here so that we can stay on our trail. So we'll be coming back out to visit this. Okay, now that we showed you the damage out in here, I think we probably got a total of 12 to 15 trees. I should have made a note of it. There's another one up there. And I got to figure out, see the line is somewhere here. So I don't think that one's ours either, but I don't even know who the neighbors are. I think it's basically forest land. There's no roads or nothing. But it's out behind us, and so they probably use it for hunting land. But I think we got about 15 or more large trees down, and we got a bunch of small stuff. So we're just going to head all the way back out through, and I'm not going to talk at all. We'll just enjoy the ride and see if you like this. All right, guys, we did our little drive out through the woods, and as you can see, you know, there was quite a few trees down, small ones with damage. Do our little assessment to see how many hours or days I'm going to need in the woods this year, and I think a grapple for the bucket would be awful nice, rather than chainsaw and lifting everything. I think I'd like to go right up for that one example. Maybe grapple one end of it, cut it off, move over, grab it again, go to the next one. Be a lot of time saving cleaning it up. Maybe I can take it out into the open and burn the scrub brush, clean it up. Here's a rock here. Just anything to help clean up the trails, because a boy wants to ride out there and I don't want to pop tires. And sometimes when you cut out a couple trees, you get some new growth coming of some decent trees, and other times you get a lot of briars, and I just don't like the briars, so I might be trimming some of them up. And but I can't wait to get some leaves coming on these trees, and here in another month and a half, this whole thing you won't be able to see through here. It'll be all leaves, and be a pretty cool place to explore. So maybe we'll take another trip out there when the leaves are on. We'll see you on the next video. Let me know if you liked it. Comment to see if it was boring or not. or if it was peaceful. I found it peaceful and kind of a stress reliever in the woods without the phone ringing. So we'll see you on the next one, guys.